Hi everybody. Well, my love and light crew, welcome back. I am Tina. This is To the Inner Wild, and we welcome the angels of light and love to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, and that of our family who also does the work. Power on. All right. So, does the work in light and love if we want to be super specific. We're using the Witch's Tarot. I was going to do a little ritual. I was going to air one of my... actually, I haven't done this before, but I was going to do... I don't know if you would call it spell work. Because I'm kind of going with my intuition, winging it. But as far as the arrangement of how to conduct the ritual, I guess you would call it a ritual. But a ritual is done regularly, isn't it? Anyway, I'm doing a thing for protection. And I've added my own personal touch to it, so I wanted to share how I do things, as we move along. And I'm really excited to do it, but I know I'm not supposed to do it like for the gram, so I'll do one, and then I'll mock it up, okay? Because this full moon, is it a full moon? I don't know. I think it's a full moon in Leo. I think so, but I didn't see where the full moon was tonight. Okay, what opened up? Ooh, it's the Ace of Swords opened up to the Fool card in reverse. That's the Fool card in reverse. Let me take a good look at it. Oh, this is this Fool card. This person is standing on the precipice confidently. Chin up. And the dog is tame. Do you see that? So, what's about to commence, like even the man's best friend agrees with. There's no hesitation. There's no haste. This is divinely timed. And this is like, the off-on switch, basically. To go from 1 to 0. It's like time is moving quickly, but like on point. It's like 0 to 60, but it's the reduction. So 1 to 0. It's the letting go. It's the surrender. That's what they're talking about here, and that's the truth of the matter. Instead of I'm burning incense because I think it's Sunday. And Archangel Michael was on tab for the saint to burn incense for or with, or in honor of. And this is like Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So sweet. Instead of Spirit saying like, pick up your wand, Archangel Michael is giving us the sword, That's our wand for the day or for the moment. I'm getting sing with them, sing for the years, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears, sing with them just for today. Never tomorrow. Something, the good Lord will take you away. Yeah. So, let's see here. Somebody popped in and then popped out. Huh, that's strange. Maybe they didn't like my singing or recollections. Anyway. Maybe I was just too good. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know what to expect. Oh, no, man. Okay. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. I'm told to, anyway. 8 of Pentacles. Work. Working on your craft. It's focusing on the next, or what's right in front of us. Let me just look at this closer. Yeah, she's shining a pentacle, about to hang it up. So she's working on her next best thing. Interesting. Okay, so what fell on the Ace of Wands was the High Priest and the Ace of Cups. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. 151 may be an angel number for someone. It's for me. But to have, it's like a marriage between, oh my gosh, Spirit is like, this is a huge awakening, a huge wake-up call. Because anytime I get the Ace of, sometimes the Ace of, it's usually the Ace of Wands, but being the Ace of, it was upgraded, our weaponry, our tools are upgraded from like wand to, sword status. I'm getting up, jump the boogie. Anyway, like it stirs the cup, right? It's like coffee, stirring the, or like it's the cauldron. Things are brewing. And the sword is definitely much more aerodynamic when it comes to piercing through air and therefore water. Excuse me, if angled correctly. So it's knowing how to wield your sword, whether above or below water, whether we're tapped in or tapped out of our intuitive state or the collective consciousness. It's about absolute trust in our abilities, Tina. So this is a High Priest. Now, this High Priest I usually really don't like because it's like holier than thou, the expression of this. But the other side of it, if I really look at the character, it reminds me of that, not George Carlson, but the other old dude. I think that's why. I think he was a bad guy in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. But, like, that's what I'm getting out of this, especially. That's very interesting. Okay, so what's still laying on my left foot is turned up it's 20, karma, accentuated. It's also with the moon. It looks like the full moon there, or it looks like an eclipse. And 3 people are holding hands, but it looks like a representation of Maiden Mother Crone. And it's a uniting of past, present, and future when it comes to, closure. Everything coming in full circle. This is excellent. Something a bit major is coming through. And then we have the 8 of Wands, absolute communication. It's pronounced. After that, holy smokes, this is insane to me. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's a Wheel of Fortune, muted. So this is a very personal experience. Things are turning absolutely around. Then it accentuated. There's cards in between, but it's showing muted the Emperor and the 3 of Wands. Holy smokes. Spirit is watching over me in particular. Like very, very, very close. And like it's like role reversal. Holy smoke, Spirit. That's crazy. You know, like, I'm usually like an expression of the right-hand man to Spirit, when it comes to like the earthly plane and the connectivity to the divine, or, you know, the beyond the veil. But Spirit is doing like a role reversal, almost like where instead of me checklisting, oh, when is that order going to come in, Spirit is on it. That's insane, because it's just, oh, that's sweet. They said it's a special delivery for me. That's really sweet. There's a young girl and a young boy off into the distance that Spirit is watching as well. So this is an expression of a renewal. That's insane. So what's behind Spirit? It's the King of Wands, also muted. So it's internalized. Spirit having absolute confidence in the plan. Everything's going according to plan. What's behind that is Five of Wands muted as well, internalized. Everything's going to plan. So Five of Wands, with prefacing the King of Wands, we have the Six of Wands insured here. That Spirit knows that there's a lot of they don't even want to call it competition, because it's not even about that. It's there's a lot of people, energies competing for what's coming to me, and it's not for them. So as much as it's like divinely protected for me, it's more so assigned to be protected by not just Archangel Michael and Spirit themselves, but so many, like it's like people, there are some people who are like effing out of their mind to get what I have, or what I'm going to get, because they're like, if they can't have it, then no one will, almost, you know, they're crazy. That's crazy. So they're protecting me. I want to say bodyguards, but they're also astrally protecting me. Yeah, because there's people astrally projecting to me, not just like their thought forms, but also their very being. I know a lot of people don't really believe in that, but there are also a lot of people that do believe in that. And there's also a lot of people that practice it. So whether or not you believe in it, so, you know. So we have Six of Wands, Six of Swords behind that, muted. So it's about like calming things down. So we have Master number 66 here, from Wands to Swords energy. That is the Master Lover, Master Artisan. Isn't that amazing? So that's what's coming forth, you know. There have been people saying that I'm an ascended master in the making, in the becoming, or it's like already consider it done. And I do get a lot of master numbers here, but like seeing master number 66 and the reiteration from moving from Wands to Swords energy, I mean, that's a serious upgrade. That's a serious realm of responsibility and upkeep. So they were not like, oh, there's one more card standing. They were not lying about the Eight of Pentacles here. So that's what fell on my left foot, you know. So what's standing beside my left foot is the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's some heartbreak there. So, Spirit saying, like, I remember doing a reading a while back, and it said what's coming is going to be so good that what this Three of Swords heartbreak, and, you know, the Five of, you know, like all of the conflict, and it's that happened in the past is no more. Like, it's not good. There's so much good coming that that's not just coming, but like also being generated simultaneously. That this is going to feel like so minor, like it's almost easily forgotten. The surrender is going to be so much easier. So it's a reminder that to be grateful for everything that we have, including the Five of Pentacles energy, including like the single digit likes and views that I get. It's like, it's we're talking about like organically speaking. It's also being thankful for like the worst of the worst happening, and knowing that, you know, the universe sees my efforts, and that ripple effect created amongst others' efforts, that influential impact, it really balances things out. So it's almost like a ricochet, almost, because the ripple effect isn't just like the water droplet or droplets itself, because let's say like we're doing a science experiment and we do that like in a small container. Well, once you drop that droplet, it doesn't just like flow outwards, it hits the sides and then moves back inwards. You see what I'm saying? So that ricochet of events kind of just balancing things out. You know, we've all like been in bath water before, and that's what happens when you make a splash. That's right. So, okay. Okay, the top of the deck is, it's the High Priestess in reverse. It's about doing the work, even as an understudy, like not 100% knowing, or knowing how you're going to, how any of this transpires, or if it's, you know, actually true. It's like being the underdog, the High Priestess as the underdog, and that's no secret. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. So bottom line, bottom of the deck is doing the work. That's what gets you there. It's not the want to take. Like it takes the work. Yeah. Okay. So let's open up the deck, Spirit. I'm told to open up twice because it is the High Priestess. So opened up is Ten of Wands. Tons of responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay. And then what else? Okay. The Lovers in reverse. And there's also bound to be some types of disconnect, but also knowing, you know, part of that responsibility that we have as light workers, or, you know, however you want to label or identify yourself, like as chosen one to carry that burden. Like when you answer that call, you don't just cut your losses, but you also see the salvaging grace in like knowing that there's certain sacrifices that you can't just like bond with anyone, that some bonds are also forged in like the fires, you know, like, how do I say it? Like, my mind said the fires of hell, but I'm saying more like the bonds that you make are also those that you wouldn't expect to make bonds with. And even at that, there's always going to be some sort of a disconnect, because when you bond with someone, you don't just find likeness in them, but you also strive to resolve, like reconcile any misunderstandings or just things that are not quite understood. And if others are not like working on the same level, how do I say it? Okay, let's look what's underneath that that Lover's card. Page of Swords. Yeah. So people are constantly like, it doesn't matter how much you bond with someone, they're always like doing that research on you. Like, there's let me open up the 10 of because you see the Page of Swords is about someone about to strike. Yeah, and right beneath that was the Strength card in reverse, so it's strength training. Okay. What I'm about to say is going to be very like insulting to a lot of people, but it's basically saying that how do I say it, Spirit? Am I supposed to just say it? Most people are weak, and a lot of people give in to their weaknesses. That's what that is saying. That even those of logic still need strength training. Okay, that just doesn't sit 100% right, what's beneath that. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's always these people like that are just in close proximity are, these are people trying to compete. So don't dig any further, Spirit said. So let's look, instead of looking at that side, let's look at like our side, the first cut that we did, which is the 10 of Wands. And they're on their way, not just to a temple, but to a castle. And it's a long distance. I'm getting like long distance call, you know? So, yeah. I'm getting like, when we get that spiritual long distance call, we accept the charges, you know, like old school, like the payphone type of thing. We accept the charges, like those sacrifices that are placed in, knowing, like, already giving credit and trust in the divine. So, let's see here, what's beneath that. 10 of Wands is, what is that? It's a 5 of Swords in reverse. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, dropping that ego. And beneath that is the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, why is the 6 of Cups in reverse? So let me take a look at that. it's knowing that, like, from soul to soul, like being above things, you know, when it comes to, like truly an ascended master, it's dropping the ego and knowing that at a soul level, that we are helping each other grow, and to look beyond the turbulence that others present because of that competitive nature. So it's knowing that as a lot of the times, part of that sacrifice is not having, like, our inner circle is very, very tight. So it's knowing that we have to remain aloof, because there's like, not, how do I say it? Aloof is probably not the best word, but knowing that we have to be able to, like, keep many at an arm's distance, if not further, because of that. It's like when you're at this higher level, especially like when we're talking about game time. I think Super Bowl just happened or is happening or something like that. But some sports, I'm sorry, I don't do sports. I'm sorry. I don't know. But it's like knowing that, like, the players can't fraternize with like the cheerleaders almost, you know. I'm just saying, like, when you're at a higher level, oh gosh, how do I say it? People are so insulted. I can feel it. I'm just going to say it, you know. When you have a high level of responsibility, to ensure that there is no favoritism and to keep things fair, and like, we may already know that there's no favoritism, but there's always that competitive nature, and like trying to find any kind of portal or in to get an agenda executed. It's like we just have to, like, stand apart a little bit. Okay, so underneath that is the Hanged Man. Most definitely. It's just reiterating that sense of aloofness in order to gain objectivity, to know what's the best thing, because to go in Hangman view is already humbling, to assess objectively and still be out in the open. Like, the main objective is to gain a sense of enlightenment. That's why you do that. I'm curious what's beneath that. The Two of Cups in reverse. Like, are you kidding me? It's 3 times a charm. That's hilarious. I bet you, like, the Temperance card in reverse is underneath that. I am curious. It's so funny. No, Knight of Swords is. Okay. So, it's very, things are fast moving and fast paced, and so we don't have time to be anchored and weighed down by, these local disputes. There's something bigger happening, and there are certain sacrifices that we have to make. Not everyone answers the call, so yeah, that's what they're saying here. Okay, let me see here. What was that top of the deck? I think we cut it. Oh, I'm supposed to get the top of the deck of the Ten of Wands, okay? Okay, it's Two of Pentacles. It's achieving balance and harmonization. And that's really what it takes. Because there's... that's what it takes. So give me a second. I have to get the bananagrams. anagrams time. Okay. What have we got here? X. X marks the spot. It's on the HE of Witch's Tarot. X marks the spot. Oh my gosh, he's right here. Somebody is right here that's a male or masculine energy and is a witch, you know. So we have TERMELLNGA. So we have large. We have RN, so like kind of a nurse. Exam. Exert. Oh wait, no, we don't have an. Oh yeah, exert. Let me see if large exam. This is something that's really big. I'm getting that song by I forget, it's a large what is it? You've Got to Live and Learn. Brothers and sisters. Yeah, this is a large exam. This is like, you know, in order to, I don't know, there's, I forget, like, to become an attorney, like, or to, like, do real estate or something like that. There's some large exam. But this is, like, this is big 10 or net, like what you take after like all of the deductions. Oh yeah, this is insane. Yeah, so we have L left, so XL or left right. So it's about expansion. Yeah, but it's about like cutting our losses, but also identifying, because this is the last singular one. It's about cutting our losses, but also knowing what they symbolize, like what they resemble. But if we're going to connect it in with the rest of the letters, it's like XL and left right. So it's about expansion on the horizon. So this is true growth. And when we like say expansion on the horizon, what that immediately says is that we're moving forward, because that's the only way that the horizon will expand, is if we push out further, then we get to see more of it, right? Or as we ascend, then we get to see more of the horizon. So you have to like push out of bounds or ascend, and that's really, you know, what this is saying. This is very interesting for the full moon in Leo. I was just gonna do like some kind of ritual and share it with you, but like this was like wonderful. I just decided very, very last minute that I was gonna do this instead, because like to do the other one was just like, I think I'm still told to do it, but I'm not. It would have been like almost like child's play, just like going tee and sharing it with you, especially knowing that this message needed to come through. So let me go ahead and just show you real quick, okay? All right. Oops. Is it? Do you see that? So, I think that's it. Oh, that's Goddess Kali. When I first saw her, like, because like the candle's moving down, it looked like there was blood dripping out of her mouth. But it's just her tongue. It's just your tongue, Kali. Okay. So again, I'd like to go ahead and thank my sponsors and my supporters for during this timeless message. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my time traveling friends, and like just my support crew, my timeless support crew in love and light. I think that's it for now. Thank you, Goddess Kali. Yeah, yesterday's was about transformation, and here we are. This is like, things are happening so quickly. So, this is great because it's like no line, no waiting. And that's just basically what we're looking at here. That anytime that we are given that feels almost stagnant, it's like we repurpose that, into being it's just being resourceful with our time. That's what I practice from like day one when starting like a journey in the office. That's hilarious because a lot of people journey to the water cooler. I know, because I used to fill up the coffee, or the K-cups, and like it's just crazy. People are crazy. But I think that's it for now. So upon closing all portals, I send all the energies back in love and light for the highest good, with their appropriate karma due, payable. So thank you very much. I will see you again later, and have a good night. Also, thank you in advance for respecting my time, my space, my auras, my chakras, my families, and if you don't, then you will know how to respect that after today. Okay, bye for now.